3, 2, 1.
Hey Team Sprinter Never Ending. Today I'll be doing What's the Loathing episode 12. It's been a while actually. A really long time. It's been like 6 days. Okay. Jail. Closer read to the left. Okay, go get him. Go get him. See if we can got any mail. Thanks anyway. Hey, I guess we don't have any mail. No Lady Cactus protects Bill. What do we need to get to this guy? Check on him. A broken leg pills. Okay, so we need broken leg pills again. No. Shaggy dog food. By the way, the day I'm recording this is the day before this video is even uploaded. There's a plank bolted to the cave wall here. Read it. As recorded by Jim Plankwright. Okay, that was useful. There's a plank bolted to the cave wall here. Read it. Having acquired through various and sundry means a story which is interesting in its own right, but better safe for another time. That purporting to lead a large cache of jewels and agates of precious metal hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Cole Jr. in the years before cows came home. I, Jim Plankwright, along with 3 compatriots, those being Nathaniel Wyman, Cyrus Howard, and Douglas Watts, set out to find Shaggy Dog catering the aforementioned treasure. Well, if you hear bandback, that's just really hard. Well, this place seems to be useful. This pipe built in the wall. Our equipment and provisions considered 1 cart and a horse for additional horse fuel and 2 shovels, spade, and a mining tank, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail large baskets of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware of my own collection, from packs, users, tools, 1 large and Shaggy Dog, and a butt for. Plaque. I've traveled for 2.5 days to the southeast and we arrived in a small town named Dirtwater, the largest settlement in the vicinity of Shaggy Dog Cave, leaving the dog to watch the horse. The 4 of us entered into the local saloon and each ordered a beer, except Sai, who was satisfied with water. There's a plaque. The barman provided our drinks and requested a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking if we cared to witness something we were interested. Considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked him if he knew the way to the Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there before personally, but gave us rough directions where colorated nicely with notes on our map. I'm assuming they did get there because they're writing us here. The plank. Upon leaving the stone, discovered with dismay that same unknown villain that tampered with the wagon. Fortunately, the only supplies missing were the breakfast and the entire basket of eggs, apart from the one that Doug had concealed within pockets for safekeeping. We also discovered the dog had absconded with one of the horses, forcing Nate inside after drawing up. Wait, Doug? Like, the hot dog dude? After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the ship as well as a replacement bunker, we headed out into the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, though we took small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable, and we made this expedition during the summer months rather than November in order to pass the time on the trip. It was just becoming days from the heat and susceptible to desert knowledge. We exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. Okay, that's good. As a flag, however, I will relate you three odd occurrences that happened to us during the trek through the desert. The first was 2 or 3 hours out of dirt wire when Nate noticed a glimpse of sunlight upon a metallic object, partially buried in the sand. This was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacturers. Ford curiously still contained a quantity of oil deciding this might come in handy. Stashed it in the wagon with other tools. Story 5, Napping Rock. Yeah. How long is this thing? Our next encounter was with the nomadic goblin tribesmen who discovered spoke excellent English and inquired as a destination. They replied that we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave, though we did not disclose the reason for the journey. The goblin confirmed that we were heading on the correct course and mentioned that he had only a short time earlier witnessed a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight. Indeed, we continued on our way. I tried to read that a little faster. Sometime later, we encountered a doe pie occupied by two identical seeming old men with wild hair and long white beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we gratefully accepted, and introduced themselves as hermits. It struck me as peculiar given that there were two of them, but I felt it would be rude to question them on that point. Yeah. One of the hermits confirmed that they were near Shaggy Dog Cave. Another hermit confirmed that his brother said it was true. They also commented that they had seen a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in a direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed. The hermits refreshed our water supply in exchange for a butt for, and we continued on our way, finally nearing our goal. After 2 more hours, we finally arrived at Shaggy Dog Cave. Be careful to keep our excitement in check, lest we became cautious and we unloaded our equipment and supplies from life. To brief respite in the cool shade of the cave to celebrate arrival. Dragon pocketed and shared the egg he had saved from our basket that had been stolen through a bug. Once we were resting beside the mine, time had come to explore the cave. Guessing that's when they wrote this stuff. Discovering that we neglected to the pack post lanterns or any other light source with which to illuminate the cave, we declared that it was indeed fortunate that Nate had discovered that antique oil lamp. During our travels, he gave the bath a quick shine and then lit the wick, and we were relieved to discover that it. Oops, accidentally clicked off that. As we headed into the cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite even and easy traverse, and there was no sided passages which might cause us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of lights marked in progress through the cave and engraved them with the tail of journey. Such discovered the cave after us became. Oh my goodness. As soon as we came to the end of the tunnel, while Nate, Sai, and Doug took turns with the excavation, complete last aforementioned planks, it was a matter of perhaps an hour before Sai's shovel struck the wooden surface. It's a hollow noise and the hollow traditional style, just as local wood spirits. Oh, are we done? Oh my. My chest was locked with an ancient and rusting iron padlock, which broke easily from a single swing of our pickaxe. We opened the lid slowly, and the flickering light of the antique oil lamp shone brilliantly upon jewels of every color, shining ingots of precious metals, just as promised by legends of Black Hole Junior. Joyous at our triumph, we loaded the chest and took the wagon and began the journey home. Thank you for reading and may your own endeavors be successful. Signed by Jim Pipewright. That's probably the one they dug up. August, this place was useless. But, sure. Well, that was the episode. Took the whole episode to read this. Must be a pretty boring one. Oh, that was painful to read, honestly. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe for more episodes.